They say life begins at 40, but for a chosen one, this is not just a cliché, it's a profound spiritual truth. If you've always felt different, if you've walked the road less traveled, and if you've endured hardships that others couldn't even fathom, then know this: everything you've been through was not in vain. Your struggles were not punishments. Your isolation was not a curse. And your setbacks were not failures. Instead, they were part of a divine plan designed to shape you into the person you were truly meant to be. At 40, the pieces of the puzzle start falling into place. Your awakening reaches a new level, and your purpose begins to reveal itself in ways you never imagined. This milestone is not just about age, it's about transformation. The trials that once tested your soul now start to make sense. The illusions of the world begin to fade, and the wisdom you have gathered over the years finally starts bearing fruit. If you are approaching 40, have already crossed this threshold, or even if you are still years away but feel an undeniable pull toward this message, stay with me until the end. You are about to uncover 8 powerful reasons why the life of a chosen one truly begins at 40, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of them. Before we dive in, if this message resonates with you and you feel like it has reached you at the perfect moment, type 11 in the comments to attract divine blessings. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Your support allows us to continue bringing you powerful insights that speak to the depths of your soul. Now, let's begin with the first truth: the power of self-realization, because by the time you reach 40, you have seen enough of life to realize that much of what people chase is merely an illusion. In your younger years, you may have believed that success was measured by external validation, the approval of others, the accumulation of material wealth, and the ability to fit into societal norms. But over time, you come to see that these pursuits rarely lead to true fulfillment. The need for validation, the desire for material things, and the pressure to conform gradually lose their hold on you. Years of striving have given you wisdom, and as a chosen one, your 40s mark the beginning of true self-realization. You no longer seek approval from the world. Instead, you align with your divine essence. You become deeply attuned to your own values, desires, and higher purpose. This is the moment when you start living for yourself, no longer bound by society's expectations. You understand that real happiness and success come from within, and this awakening transforms how you see and interact with the world. In your younger years, you may have felt the need to chase success, relationships, and approval. Society conditions us to believe that we must constantly pursue opportunities, cling to people, and prove our worth to be seen and valued. But at 40, something powerful shifts. You stop chasing and start attracting. You realize that what is meant for you will naturally align when you step into your authentic self. The desperate need to prove yourself fades, replaced by a deep sense of confidence. You no longer waste energy forcing things to happen or holding on to people who do not appreciate you. Instead, you trust in the natural flow of life. When you embrace your true self and operate from a place of self-worth, the right opportunities, relationships, and experiences begin to gravitate toward you effortlessly. You understand that desperation repels, but confidence attracts. This realization brings you peace, allowing you to focus on what truly matters instead of chasing fleeting validations. In your 20s and 30s, you may have felt unnoticed or unappreciated. The world may not have recognized your potential, or perhaps you were still finding your voice and your place in life. But when you reach your 40s, your energy shifts dramatically. After years of growth, challenges, and self-discovery, you develop an undeniable presence that cannot be ignored. You have endured enough to cultivate wisdom, resilience, and self-assurance. Your aura becomes stronger, and people naturally gravitate toward you. Whether in personal relationships or professional settings, others sense your depth, wisdom, and authenticity. You no longer need to prove your worth through words. Your energy speaks for itself. You become someone who inspires effortlessly. People are drawn to your calmness, certainty, and the quiet strength that radiates from within. This is not arrogance, it is the power of a soul that has endured, evolved, and embraced its true essence. Many people spend their younger years trying to escape loneliness. They fill their lives with distractions, meaningless relationships, and superficial connections just to avoid the discomfort of solitude. But by the time you reach 40, you have mastered the art of being alone. Instead of feeling isolated, you embrace solitude as a time for growth, creativity, and self-reflection. You understand that true peace comes from within, not from external company. You realize that being alone is far better than being surrounded by the wrong people, those who drain your energy, misunderstand your essence, or hold you back from becoming your highest self. And because you no longer fear solitude, you naturally attract relationships that align with your spirit rather than those that merely fill a void. Your 40s are not an end, but the beginning of a truly meaningful and authentic life. This is the time when you stop seeking answers outside yourself and begin looking within, where the truth has always been waiting. This newfound strength makes you immune to toxic connections as you prioritize quality over quantity in every aspect of your life. You develop deeper, more meaningful relationships with people who respect and cherish you for who you truly are. You let go of past baggage and no longer allow past betrayals, disappointments, and heartbreaks to define you. You understand that holding onto resentment only keeps you chained to pain that no longer serves you. Instead of carrying old wounds, you release them. At 40, you begin to see life from a broader perspective. You recognize that every experience, even the painful ones, has contributed to your growth and transformation. Rather than dwelling on what went wrong, you shift your focus to what you have learned. Forgiveness is no longer about excusing the wrongs done to you. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of the past. This shift lightens your soul, making space for new and better things to enter your life. You become emotionally freer than ever before, no longer shackled by regrets or bitterness. This emotional liberation brings a profound sense of peace and empowerment, allowing you to move forward with clarity and optimism. You also redefine success on your own terms. For much of your life, you may have measured success by societal standards, wealth, status, material possessions. You may have believed success meant climbing the corporate ladder, earning a certain salary, or gaining recognition from others. But at 40, you undergo a profound realization that success is deeply personal. It is not about external validation, it is about inner fulfillment. Perhaps for you, success means having peace of mind, doing meaningful work, or simply being happy with what you have. You stop comparing yourself to others and embrace your own unique path. You understand that happiness is not about accumulating more, but about how deeply you connect with life. True success is about alignment, living in harmony with your purpose, values, and passions. Furthermore, you stop explaining yourself. In your younger years, you may have felt the need to justify your decisions to others, seeking validation from family, friends, or even strangers, constantly feeling the pressure to prove your choices. But as you mature, you stop seeking approval. You no longer waste time convincing people to understand you. You recognize that not everyone will see your vision, and that's okay. You do what feels right for you. And if others don't get it, that's their concern, not yours. This level of self-assurance is incredibly liberating and allows you to move forward without hesitation. You embrace the power of silence and action, rather than explaining yourself to those who aren't meant to understand your journey. This newfound clarity saves you time and energy, allowing you to focus on your own growth and happiness. For many chosen ones, financial abundance isn't an easy journey, especially in their younger years. The path can often feel uncertain, as you try to balance your purpose with prosperity. However, something remarkable happens when you reach your 40s. Your ability to attract wealth begins to shift. Why does this change occur? Because you now comprehend the profound spiritual connection between energy, purpose, and prosperity. You no longer pursue money relentlessly. Instead, you align with it, Wealth is no longer solely about hard work, it's about vibration, frequency, and divine alignment. As you connect with your true purpose, abundance flows naturally. You'll start making financial choices from a place of wisdom and confidence, not desperation. Money becomes a tool, not an obsession, and your wealth grows in a way that feels organic and sustainable. This is the stage where you embody both material and spiritual prosperity, living a life of balance, fulfillment, and abundance. This is the essence of the Zillion Mind Channel. If this message resonates with you, type 11 in the comments below. Not only will this affirm your journey, but it will also attract divine alignment into your life. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. More insights are coming your way. Remember, you are not behind. Your journey is unfolding perfectly. Your time is now. Stay strong, stay wise, and continue walking the path of the chosen one. Thank you for watching.